You're tired, not because your body is weak, but because your spirit is heavy. You wake up and already feel behind. You chase results, scroll endlessly, drown in noise, and at night, even your rest feels restless. We call it burnout, but Musashi, the greatest swordsman Japan ever knew, would call it something else, a lack of alignment. He would say, your exhaustion doesn't come from what you do, but why you do it. Miyamoto Musashi fought over 60 duels, many to the death. He trained every single day. He carved art, wrote books, meditated in caves, and still he never burned out. How? Because he lived with direction, simplicity, and inner stillness. While the world today runs in circles chasing pleasure and validation, Musashi's energy came from walking a straight path, one he forged himself. This is how Musashi never got tired. And this is how you can stop being tired, too. Chapter 1. The moment you lost your energy. You weren't always exhausted. There was a time when effort felt exciting, when challenges lit something inside you. But somewhere along the way, you started fighting yourself. You began chasing goals that weren't yours. You started comparing, overthinking, pleasing everyone but yourself. That's the exact moment energy dies. Musashi understood this early. At just 13 years old, he fought his first duel against a samurai named Arma Kihei and won. But instead of celebrating, he went home alone. No victory parade, no praise, just quiet reflection. He realized something. The moment you fight for approval, you lose your strength. Musashi didn't fight to impress others. He fought to understand himself. And that clarity gave him endless energy. You're tired because your energy leaks through distractions and doubts. Every time you scroll, complain, hesitate, or try to prove something, you cut a hole in your own spirit. The fix isn't to rest more. It's to realign. Decide what truly matters to you and let everything else fall away. That's step 1 to never feeling tired again. Chapter 2. The weight of too much. Musashi lived like a ghost, carrying only what was necessary. He wrote, "Do nothing that is of no use." He slept on the floor. He traveled light, often barefoot, sometimes without even a change of clothes. Every possession, every thought, every attachment was a potential weakness. In today's world, we carry the opposite. Endless mental baggage, notifications, gossip, overcommitment, perfectionism, all small stones that pile up until they crush us. Musashi removed everything that slowed him down. He didn't do it because it looked noble. He did it because he needed to survive. He knew that every extra thought in battle meant death. You're tired because you carry too much. Too many open tabs in your mind. Too many fake obligations that add nothing to your soul. Start small. Clean your space. Simplify your routine. Let go of the people and habits that drain you. Energy doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing less with total focus. Chapter 3. Training without motivation. Motivation is a lie. If Musashi had waited to feel ready, he would have died in his second duel. Instead, he made discipline his heartbeat. He trained whether it rained, burned, or froze. There are records of him spending days perfecting a single strike, repeating it thousands of times until it became effortless. He once said, "You must understand that there is more than one path to the top of the mountain." For him, training wasn't about excitement. It was about rhythm. When something becomes rhythm, it stops draining you. Think about it. Brushing your teeth doesn't tire you. Why? Because it's automatic, part of who you are. That's how Musashi treated training, writing, and fighting. He didn't try, he became. You're tired because you rely on motivation. Stop chasing feeling. Build rhythm. Do what you said you'd do. Even when it's boring, even when it's hard. That's how you shift from burnout to boundless energy, by turning effort into identity. Chapter 4. Detach from results. After years of victories, Musashi faced his greatest challenge. Sasaki Kojiro, a master swordsman known for his speed. They met on a small island in 1612. Kojiro was elegant, clean robes, polished blade, confidence unshaken. Musashi arrived late, unwashed, wielding a wooden sword he carved from a boat, or the duel lasted seconds. One precise strike, Kojiro fell. Musashi turned and walked away without a word. He didn't celebrate. He didn't stay for applause. Because for him, victory wasn't the goal. Clarity was. He wasn't attached to winning. He was devoted to mastering the moment. You're tired because your energy depends on outcomes. You chase the next number, the next win, the next bit of validation. Every time you attach your peace to a result, you surrender your power. When you act without attachment, you act freely. When you move for the sake of mastery, not recognition, you become unstoppable. Musashi didn't win because he fought harder. He won because he fought empty. His mind was still. His purpose clear. Detach from results and you'll find the same energy that carried him through life. Chapter 5. The Stillness Inside Movement. Musashi's energy didn't come from aggression. It came from stillness. Between duels, he would meditate by rivers, paint, and carve wooden sculptures. He believed the way of the sword and the way of art were one and the same. Both required presence, calm, and flow. He once said, "From one thing, know 10,000 things." Meaning, if you can master stillness in one part of life, it spills into all others. You're tired because your mind never stops. You wake up in motion. You eat in motion. You even rest in motion. Scrolling, thinking, rushing. The samurai found rest in movement. Every swing of the sword was meditation. Every breath in battle was peace. Find that stillness within your own chaos. Maybe it's in your workout. Maybe it's in writing or walking or silence. When your body moves but your mind stays still, energy flows endlessly. Chapter 6. The True Source of Energy. In the final years of his life, Musashi retired to a cave called Ryondo. He lived alone, writing the Book of Five Rings, a lifetime of wisdom condensed into one final teaching. He said that true strength comes from knowing yourself completely without illusion or distraction. The modern world sells you shortcuts. Caffeine, comfort, dopamine hits, but none of them fill the emptiness. Because energy doesn't come from outside you, it comes from alignment. When your actions, beliefs, and goals all point in the same direction, energy becomes infinite. Musashi didn't need motivation, luxury, or validation. He had one thing, clarity. And clarity is power. If you want to stop being tired, stop living a divided life, stop saying yes to things that don't matter, stop fighting battles that don't move you forward, and start walking your own path, your Dokudo, your way of walking alone. Because when your mind, body, and spirit move as one, nothing can exhaust you. The path of unbreakable energy. Musashi's secret wasn't hidden in ancient scrolls. It was in his choices. He chose simplicity over comfort, rhythm over motivation, stillness over noise, purpose over pleasure. He mastered himself, and in doing so, he mastered life. You are tired because you've forgotten who you are. You've given your attention to too many things that mean nothing. But you can take it back right now. You don't need more rest. You need more purpose. Wake up and train your mind like Musashi trained his sword with patience, clarity, and devotion. Let your actions align with your path. Cut away everything that's of no use. And one day, like the old samurai in the cave, you'll realize you were never tired. You were just out of alignment. Find your path. Walk it alone. And you'll never run out of energy again.